Hey everybody, Dave here at Go Big Collectibles, and we're ripping another Star Wars Chrome Sapphire. I've had a lot of videos of this product, but I don't care because it's cool. And this is a fun rip. These are great cards. They're super collectible. The quality's there. They're very gradable. So let's see what we can pull out of here. Again, if you're new and you've not seen this rip before, welcome. Don't forget to hit like on the bottom of the screen. But we're looking for parallels. So there's 2 per box. And again, here's all the different ones. Aqua, Peridot, green, orange, gold, purple, red, and onyx. So here we go. Let's see what we can find in here. These cards are just so nice. And they're eventually going to dry up. I mean, they're not the easiest thing to get. You can find them. You're going to pay for them. But they're just so nice. And they just... I'm like an OG Star Wars guy. There's just so much nostalgia with this. Like, I just love ripping them, and it makes me remember the movies. And all right, here we go. So what we're looking for, aside from our numbered cards, is our vertical character cards. Like, this is a cool card, but we want a card that's up and down with that big character on it. So our next card is up and down. So here we go. Vertical. And bang. Just like that. Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. That's about as vertical and as a character card as you can possibly get right there. So this definitely, and there's another one, May the Force be with you. Another great card of Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. And we've got, I've not seen this one yet, Preparing to Board Solo's Starship. These cards, like I said, are very gradable. I have a bunch sent out. I'm going to be doing grading reveals with you guys. The cards that I don't keep, which will be most of them because I'm very selective in what I keep on my PC, will end up on my eBay store. So if you're seeing any of these and you're like, man, I'd love to have that card in a slab as my PC, you know, stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. Again, if we see the hits, we are going to sweat them. There's only 2 in here. Although, if you guys watch my channel, you may have noticed that sometimes you can get more than 2. It has happened. Alright. Purple. Bang. Bang. Nice. That could be a big, big, big card there, guys. Purple. That might be at a 10. Alright. A desperate moment for Ben. That's a cool card. That's actually a really neat card too. Cornered in the Labyrinth. With the laser blast going right through here. Luke on the Sand Planet. And, oh, there we go. The droids on Tatooine. Again, any card that I feel... You know, there's lots of people out there that like to collect sets. So, like, every card is valuable for that. But any card that I feel, you know, as a Star Wars fan would be a collectible for your PC, I'm going to slab up. I'm going to slab up. Because buying a whole box of these is expensive. Chasing what you want is expensive. But if you just buy that card you want, it's a lot easier. C-3PO is injured. R2 is imprisoned by the Jawas. A lot of horizontal cards today. C-3PO and Princess Leia. That's actually a nice one. We're going to probably get that one slabbed. And Luke prepares for the battle. Okay. Next pack. Can't believe we have a purple hide in there. Alright, and this looks like it might be a green or a Peridot. Alright, next pack. We got our 2 hits sitting there. But we've seen a third. That'd be cool if there was a third. Not in this pack, there's not. Alright, we've got the droids are reunited. Ooh, there we go. Lord Vader threatens Princess Leia. That's a good one. Anything with Vader. Anything with Darth Vader. R2-D2 is missing. That's actually not bad. And a vertical. There we go. R2 and C3PO. Two really great cards. Guys, just the gloss is perfect. The cardstock is thick. They just sparkle. It just brings back such great memories of the movies. They're just such nice cards. And I like it when I open cards that every card is nice and collectible. I hate opening, well, I shouldn't say I hate. I prefer not to open cards where I have a whole stack of cards at the end and I'm like, what am I going to do with them? I'd rather pay a little more money and have a nice opening of cards on a bunch of stuff I like. Princess Leia, Organa, bang. Alright. We got Chewie poses as a prisoner. That's with Luke and Han. And Luke checks out his new droid. So interesting thing about that card. Let's bring it back over here. I don't know what set this was in, but my buddy Popcorn Culture told me that there's a card that shows that R2-D2 sabotaged that droid. Is it part of canon that R2 sabotaged that droid so it would malfunction and he would get chosen. All right. No, just 2 hits in this box. Here we go. Imperial soldiers burn through the starship, searching for the little droid, planning to escape. Ooh. The villainous Darth Vader. Alright. We got a lot of good cards here. We have a lot of good cards here, everybody. This is a good box. We haven't even have our hits yet. Can't believe we're getting a purple. How awesome is that? Alright, so here's our Peridot. I believe it's Peridot. The droids in the control room. Solo Blast the Stormtrooper. This is really hard to see. Maybe in the film it'll be easier for you guys. Oh man, what a great card that is. Chewie and Han Solo. I really like that one. And this is a vertical. I'm sorry, it is a horizontal card. Let's just do this. Bang. R2 pursued by the Jawas, 18 out of 75. Not a bad character. Not bad. I mean, I'd rather, if it's going to be this, I'd rather have it be that than something like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have the close-up character card like that. Here, blue for R2. There we go. So out of 75, that's going to be a Peridot. That's a Peridot, because the green would be out of 50. Whew. Okay, guys. Here we go. Stormtroopers guard Solo ship. The rebels monitor the raid. Luke Skywalker on Tatooine. Alright, it's a horizontal card. Purple. Oh, look at that. Luke checks out his new droid. 8 of 10. 8 of 10. I love the yellow in the details. So here, guys, look at that. There they are. 8 of 10. An R2-D2 box for sure today. Awesome. What a nice hit that is. Wow. Alright, so a couple of great numbered R2s here. Out of 75 and out of 10. Wow. I love it. That is so nice. Over here, just to show you guys these bigger hits. So here's a couple of Lukes. And then I didn't even bother putting these in top or sleeves yet, but oh, We've got, this is a great card, Chewie and Han Solo. Here's Han blasts a stormtrooper. And then, I mean, I think these are all worthy of grades. I really do. These are all great cards to have for your PC. Here's an Obi-Wan. Here's a C-3PO. Look at that. Vader and Leia. A nice Leia with C-3PO in the background. R2 and C-3PO. I mean, there you go. That's like the beginning of the first movie ever. I mean, that's one of the... It's the first scene in the movie. C-3PO and Luke. Again, C-3PO and R2. They're in this movie a lot. Here's another Vader. The scene where he's posing as a prisoner. And Leia herself. So, I think this is a really good box. Really good box. So, definitely an R2 box. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. You're going to see these cards again in slabs. I got to figure out what grading company they're going to. But I really appreciate everybody's support. While you're waiting for more content, make sure you check this video out here. YouTube recommends it for you. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.